The psychology of weight loss, tips and advices. If you have tried losing weight before, whether you succeeded or have failed to reach your weight loss goal, you will agree with me that weight loss is more than just knowing what and when to eat. The psychology, state of mind before embarking in weight loss is key. This is one of the reasons why we are going to look at 3 psychological problems for weight loss. Stay tuned. Here are 3 common psychological problems and some tips on how to overcome weight loss. Problem number 1. Not knowing how weight loss will benefit you. Whether we want to lose 5 kilograms or 30 kilograms, we need to change our eating habits and perhaps several other lifestyle habits. Making these changes may not be difficult on day 1 or week 1 of our weight loss diet, because our initial enthusiasm usually gives us sufficient motivation. But typically within 2 to 3 weeks, our new eating pattern starts to interfere with our regular lifestyle, and, unless we are prepared for this, our desire to continue dieting will start to fade. Instead of seeing our diet as a passport to a better weight and shape, we see it as an obstacle and a burden. It becomes something we are doing because we must rather than because we want to. This is the first big emotional problem we encounter when dieting. To overcome this problem, we need to know exactly why we are trying to lose weight. We need a clear idea of how it will benefit us. Because only if we have a clear benefit to look forward to, will we be able to resist the temptation to revert to our previous bad habits. General benefits from having a leaner, lighter shape aren't powerful enough. We need a selfish, specific benefit, something we can visualize that commands our attention. Maybe a beach holiday, or a dream outfit to wear for a specific occasion, or a new shape to show off at Thanksgiving. Whatever we choose, it must make a noise inside our head. Remember, the moment we start to feel that we have to do something, it becomes the enemy, like paying taxes, or cleaning out the basement, and our motivation flies out the window. In order to achieve lasting weight loss, we need to want it. Problem number 2. Trying to be perfect. During my 15 years or so as a weight loss consultant and dietitian, I've met many dieters in person and communicated personally with them. But so far I haven't met one single successful client who was perfect. On the contrary, most of my successful clients made many of mistakes. They had bad days, bad weeks, even whole months during which they went completely off the rails. But none of this stopped them from succeeding in the end. Why not? Because they learned from their mistakes. Let's not forget, most of our self-knowledge comes from the mistakes we make, not our successes. Unfortunately, many dieters insist on trying to be perfect. As a result, when they do fall off the wagon, as they always do, they find it impossible to tolerate their failure and become overwhelmed by guilt. So even though their lapse might have been relatively trivial, a weekend binge, they go to pieces. Because, as usual, it's the guilt that does the real damage, not the binging. The lesson is this. When dieting, don't waste time trying to be perfect. It only leads to increased guilt and failure. Instead, accept that you are going to make mistakes, and don't let them distract you when they happen. See them as a learning experience. For example, if you drink too much alcohol when dining out, and massively overeat as a result, don't wake up the next morning in a fit of depression. Instead, savor your experience, and appreciate that you have made an important discovery, that too much alcohol makes weight loss more difficult. By reacting like this, you will avoid guilt and find it much easier to return to your diet. Problem number 3. Treating your diet as race. Another common problem concerns speed of weight reduction. Many dieters expect to lose weight very fast, and are psychologically unprepared when their body refuses to behave in this fashion. If a week passes without any weight reduction, they become dispirited and start to lose interest. Unfortunately, like it or not, the human body is designed for survival, not appearance. Therefore, it has no interest in shedding body fat, which it sees as an important source of energy during times of famine. As a result, the maximum amount of fat we can lose in a week is about 1.5 kilogram. Anything extra is likely to be a combination of water and muscle weight. To overcome your impatience and maintain steady weight loss, stop thinking of your diet as a race. Instead, see it as a journey. This reduces anxiety and gives you more breathing space to settle into your new eating habits. At the same time, avoid jumping on your bathroom scales every day. Limit yourself to once a week. Checking your weight more often only encourages you to take a short-term view of things, which is not helpful. I realize that steady weight loss may not sound terribly attractive, but in my experience, the slower the weight loss, the longer it stays off. Furthermore, as I have already mentioned before, if you lose more than 1.5 kilograms a week, it won't be fat, it will be muscle or water. And while losing water is only temporary and thus pointless, losing muscle will slow your metabolism and increase the risk of future weight gain. So when you start your next diet journey, just remember, there's no rush. Set yourself a realistic weight loss goal and let nature take its course. For example, if you weigh 105 kilograms and are aiming for 75 kilograms, allow yourself 6 months to reach your destination. And if it takes a little longer, so what? I mean, what do you lose? These 3 psychological problems account for a huge number of diet failures. Mastering them will definitely enhance your chances of losing weight. So before you embark with all your customary enthusiasm on yet another new diet, set aside some time to think through these issues, and then watch the weight disappear. For more information on weight loss, check the playlist on the screen right now.